Hi, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I am the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out How You Like That by BLACKPINK, the latest comeback and release from the quartet girl group from YG. They haven't released a music video since, or at least a title track music video since Kill This Love, which was sometime last year. It was sometime spring last year, I think. So it's a little over a year since they had their last comeback. Obviously, a lot has happened at YG, change of power. And that might mean they also have like a change of crew and staff and people who actually oversee some of their conceptual stuff. I could be wrong. Hold on. I actually want to double check this just because Desi told me this. And if you don't know Desi March, he's another YouTuber. Go ahead and check him out. He told me this, and he's usually not wrong about BLACKPINK stuff because it's like his favorite group. But he told me that this song is actually not produced by Teddy. I'm told that this song was produced by RT, although I just want to confirm that. Let me see. RT. I'm not seeing anything off the bat immediately. Okay, so maybe that's something y'all can let me know in the comments. Because I'm Googling it right now. What? No. It says Teddy, Danny Chung, songwriters. Teddy. Oh, wait, what? Okay, let me. Oh, there we go. Oh, Wiki. I could have just gone to Wikipedia. All right. Songwriters Teddy and Danny Chung, producer RT24 and Teddy. So Teddy still worked on. Okay, I was about to say Teddy not working on a BLACKPINK song. What is this? All right. Now before we start this video, guys, if you enjoy what we do here, guys would like to support us, why don't you consider checking out our Patreon? If you go to Patreon, patreon.com/formatherapy, for as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and more. For just a little bit more, we also have live stages, variety shows, drama club, reality show reactions. Now, I have never checked out any BLACKPINK content, I think, on our Patreon. In fact, I haven't had any requests for it. So if you want to see BLACKPINK content, go ahead, head over to our Patreon and request it, and we'll get to it when we can. But please remember that supporting us monetarily is completely optional. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you can't. We understand. Let's get into this video. This is How You Like That by BLACKPINK, and this is your form of therapy.
BLACKPINK in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 지하까지. 엊그처럼 잡겠다고 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도 다시 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky. 네 두 눈을 보며 I kiss you bye. 실컷 비웃어라 꼴 좋으니까 이제 너희 하나 둘 셋. How you like that? You gon' like that? Da 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 da. How you like that? Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. How you like that? Da 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 da. Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that? Your girl need it all and that's 100. 패킷 중에 100 내 몫을 원해. Come on, get some. 난 같지만 어쩔 순 없잖아. What's up? I'm right back. 방금 sweater cock back. Plain Jane get hijacked. Don't like me, then tell me how you like that. Like that. 더 캄캄한 이곳에 shine like the stars. 그 미소를 띠며 I kiss you
Oh,
goodbye.
I love this set. Oh, never mind. I love this set. Holy crap.
How you like that? You gon' like that?
part chorus. I was wondering. Good lord, those zooms on Jenny, those are really, really awesome. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. So when they went, oh no, no. I always feel like Blackpink ends their songs way too early. This definitely has the vibe of a similar Blackpink title track. I don't want to say it might be Turu Turu. Hold on, it might be Turu Turu. Let me make sure because I don't want to speak out the wrong way. Let's see. Blackpink. It reminds me of not the sound itself. I'm not saying they repeated their sound, but the structure. Okay, yeah, it reminds me of Turu Turu. Like a big bridge mixed into the outro type of sound. I like it. I like that a lot. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because we haven't heard a Blackpink song in good God, how long? It just feels like it feels way too short. I feel like they could have maybe gone into the chorus one final time. I mean, it's really Teddy's choice that they end like this. But here, let me hear this ending again. Oh man, I just wish it was longer. Like, I guess that's just like any Blackpink song, honestly. Cause like this song is under 3 minutes. It's like, so it starts about 1 second in and it ends at, song's really only like 2 minutes 56 seconds long, something like that. I feel like it goes by in a flash. It's good, and we'll talk about it. But I also want to talk about the music video more than anything. I think this is my favorite music video from them to date. They just topped themselves, but when you're gone for that long, you have to top yourself. So let's just rewatch this, and then let's go through the music video, because there's a lot that I like about it. We'll touch on this whole wing thing later when it gets to the part with Rosé. So this whole section with the horns is more of like an epic intro than the actual song, more like an interlude. That's actually something me and Des talked about yesterday before the release. You know, we were talking about they've either got to just shout Blackpink, or Lisa has to deliver the Blackpink in your area line, and then once they do, like, that is set. I can see the RT influence for sure. I can see RT's influence. Those synths, those like the that little just like wubbing is beautiful. It's delicate. Very, their vocals are like very breathy too. Also, I love the way this scene is lit, because they've essentially, this whole scene is really really dark, and then they've got a projection of this watery texture on the stone slab walls, and they've just got literally Jenny's face lit, not even the rest of her body. It's like maybe there's a little light bleed down here, but like it's like on her face, and that's about it. Very dramatic. God, she looks great. She looks great. Oh, interesting. And then they have a light shining through the crack in the wall. Look at the design on that. It's like a destroyed building, and then they painted the broken parts of the wall. It's like a very striking bright red, and even the light source, like it looks, they probably have some kind of a prism that's creating like the rainbow hues. Like that's gorgeous. What is this, by the way? This is it just like chains or whatever? Is this like a thing that's going on in K-pop now? Like it reminds me of the thing Pangchan has on his face in God's Menu. Interesting. So then they have this gorgeous scene right here of her sitting on a bed of flowers. And you know, it comes at the line where she says "kiss you goodbye," and she's almost lying there like she's dead, like she's being laid to rest. And then the stark contrast of this scene where she's in like a completely dead. And the way they're like laying her down too, like as if you're laying down a coffin. What was that though? First of all, visually, that's a great signal changer for the drop. I like that. And then you don't see that ski mask anywhere else in the music video. It's just for that one scene. I do wish that they had utilized it somehow a little bit more. I thought we were gonna get like sort of like a dual concept, like two contrasting looks of like them in like these beautiful glamorous outfits, but then also in like more aggressive outfits. But I guess that's not what they're going for.
How you like that?
That's also the RT influence right there. That heavy electronic bass. That's definitely RT. RT or 24. But based on what I've heard from RT, he has definitely played with that. First of all, having a second part to the chorus is great, especially because the first part is so simple. It feels like it's more scaling upwards and building towards something, and then it's more like building towards this, and then having Lisa fill that out with her rapping. But then the brief pause. Just like cutting out the music. I don't know about this set. I don't know exactly what they're going for. I don't know if this is supposed to emulate either Thai culture, because obviously I'm not familiar with Thai culture, or Indian culture or Middle Eastern culture. They do have like the stereotypical sound that you hear when they want to do a more Middle Eastern inspired sound. And like cultural appropriation is something that has been brought up a lot and has been pointed towards BLACKPINK before, like with Boombaya specifically. And I think the set is very reminiscent of Boombaya, the colors and the design as well. And then you've got this lamp. Obviously, I'm more ignorant, so like I associated more with like the Aladdin trope. So I'm not quite sure. I just hope that this wasn't another misstep, and I don't know if this is like more Thai inspired, more inspired by Lisa's culture. So let me know in the comments what you guys actually think. I'm not trying to start anything. I know that this has been an issue that has been addressed in the past. So is it a big deal? Is it not? Let me know, as someone who is either Thai or who is familiar with Thai culture and someone who's more familiar with Middle Eastern culture. Let me know. Although, wait a minute. Did I just see... Was that Chinese or Japanese? Right there, in the background. There's like a little... Like a board. I don't know what that says. I can't read Chinese characters. If anyone knows how to read either Hanja or Chinese characters, let me know what that word said. But that is definitely a cultural clash with everything else here. This outfit. First of all, this outfit, this set, this scene is incredible. They're shooting in one large blank open space, but then how are they reflecting the ground? Is that water? It's possible that it could be water. It looks like it is kind of like... Oh yeah, that's definitely water. So they're shooting in water. And then they've got... again, this is almost like a continuation of Jenny's first scene, because the texture on the wall, or not the texture, the visual pattern on the wall is again another more fluid, watery, flowing motion. And look at just like the still frame of it. It's beautiful. And you see all this water, and now she's covered in like this umbrella, all these umbrellas. Like, it's this very strikingly visually powerful scene. I love like the platinum blonde bangs they've given her, and then the rest is black. Like, instead of just going all blonde, it's everything about this is just, it pops. Especially like filling out the scene above her with the black, and then she's just wearing like this very, very strong contrast primary red. It looks incredible. And then you cut immediately, and then it's Chizu's scene, and there's no water texture in the background, and all of the umbrellas have been cut slash set on fire. Very curious as to how they filmed this. It's so cool. Okay, not all of it is on fire. Not all of it is on fire. And some are just sparking. I see. So they have umbrellas placed over her, and then the ones that are on fire are behind her. Quite a bit behind her. Looks like there's still water, because you can see the reflection of her shoes. There's a lot more on fire here though in this scene, so they must have set it on fire once. Yeah, there's a lot more set on fire, but wow, this is visually just incredible. Wow, hold on. Let me look. Wow. Wow, look at that. It almost looks like a bleeding sunset. That's cool. And then just like you literally have a scene with fire and then just like the exact opposite contrast of them in like an ice blue cold winter area with oiling rigs. I don't know what to call those rigs. Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess it fills out the scene. Dressed in a lot of mink. This scene looks good for Jenny's hair, though. I feel like it's complemented a lot.
You gon' like that, like that. How you like that, Now, look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that, now? Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that?
Look at the camera movement on this.
Now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like that?
Just like that zoom. Whoops, I went back too far. Look at that zoom, bro. That's dope. I feel like they're doing. I like the lighting here in this scene. It kind of really not this one. They really pop in this, but I really like the editing and the camera work for this scene and this music video a lot more. I feel like it's shot a little bit differently than their previous videos.
Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like
I love the snappy editing, of course. I think it really
like
works.
it and tear it
Now
down.
let's talk about. Holy crap! Let's talk about this. Let's watch it first.
어떤 나날 속에 갇혀 있던 날 그때쯤엔 넌 날 끝내야 했어. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane.
God, look at that. That's incredible. That's so visually gorgeous. Wow. So it looks like they probably built a frame and they either have LED light ropes attached to the frame parts. So that's how they're getting the light through. But look at that. Look at how the light, it's fluctuating. Yeah, it's going from a purple. If you look, it's going from like a more magenta, like close to a magenta purple. And then it goes a little bit more violet. Turns a little more blue, even though it's still a purple family.
있던 날 그때쯤엔 넌 날 끝내야 했어. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane.
Literally says it's a bird, and like they have that whole scene with
Bring out the butt, bitch.
the outfits here too. Look Hanbok inspired.
Bring out the butt, bitch.
Love Jenny's hair. Jenny's new hair, the short hair, looks great on her. Well, this might be a wig actually, because all her platinum hair's gone.
Like pink. Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. You gon' like dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum.
I feel like every Blackpink video has got to end the same way. You know, at this point, it's like this wide shot of the four in the front with some big crazy thing in the background. In terms of like a set scale, like a big set scale, and then just like a slew of either a slew of backup dancers or not. I don't know if Kill This Love had a bunch of backup dancers, but this ending feels very reminiscent of Kill This Love visually, and I feel like it'd be really dope if they had like a go-to ending style. Also, I just noticed their hair's like Lisa's hairstyle changed too. It's pink. Like I don't know what's like their legit hairstyle now, but yeah. Okay, so that was sorry about that. That was How You Like That by Blackpink. I like this a lot more than Kill This Love. Not that I didn't like Kill This Love, but I think I like the much more faster nature of this song. Feels a little bit more like it's going back towards the hip hop inspired roots, not necessarily whistle or boombayah. Like I feel like they haven't necessarily done a full version of. I feel like obviously it's their own group, so you're gonna see little inspirations of like it's a little bit like little like Boombaya. It's a little like this and this and this, but it's its own thing that stands on its own, right? Obviously, it's gonna be reminiscent of some of their other title tracks because it's their own music. But I feel like this one is definitely more exciting to me than Kill This Love. I love like the really fast rhythm. I like the tempo. I like the Lisa-driven chorus. I think that's a very, very good touch. I think if they had not had that second part, it would have not been enough. So I think the chorus, having a two-part chorus, was perfect. I mean, have they ever had a two-part chorus before? I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments if they have. I think the music video is gorgeous. I think genuinely, I'm not just saying it. This is their best, their most gorgeous music video. And this is just a pre-release single because this isn't even the title track for their upcoming album. So that's incredible. Obviously, YG is investing a lot of money into this, a lot of promotions, or at least a well-financed promotion for that upcoming album. I think personally, like when I guess people will ask, does it live up to the hype, right? Will it live up to the hype? And the question is, was this meant to live up to the hype? My question is the title track going to destroy us, or was this like, because it's been so long and this is the first song we get since then, is this the one that's meant to be propped up? I'm not quite sure, because this is really good, and I don't know how they're necessarily, if they're releasing more music periodically over the next few months, I don't know how necessarily they're going to top this, because the question becomes, can they top this so quickly, so soon, right? I think if you like, what are going to be the different sounds? Like, they're going to have to do different sounds. They're going to have to mix it up a little, because you can't have two similarly sounding sounds, like single after single, and then the title track, right? Then you just release like 3-4 of the same song, or like similar sounding songs. If you do a similar genre, it works because you haven't heard it in a while. So I'm very curious as to what their approach is going to be for that going forward. But right now, I would say that I think the music video, well done. I think it's produced really, really well. I think it's edited really well. I like the snappy editing. I think song-wise, and this is not an insult to Teddy, but I'm really glad that RT worked on this. I think RT and 24, and I'm not familiar with 24, but they're listed as a producer. And I think their influence and Danny Chung as a songwriter, it might be Danny from One Time. Let me make sure. So if you guys don't know, Teddy, the producer, actually used to be an idol in YG. He used to be in a group called One Time. That's 1TYM. Pretty good music too. I liked it growing up. But they had a member named Danny. I can't remember his last name. I'm not quite sure if it's the same Danny or if it's a different Danny. It might be a different Danny, because that Danny, I don't think his last name was Chung. Yeah, that's not him. It's a different Danny. Yeah, the original Danny, he's Danny M. This is Danny Chung. I'm not familiar with who Danny Chung is, but whoever he is, did a good job. Anyways, I think that was a great comeback. I'm more excited now more than ever for the upcoming releases. So also, if anybody knows what that release schedule is going to be like, let me know. But guys, also let me know in the comments, what did you think of BLACKPINK's return? What do you think of how you like that? Does it live up to the hype? Is this meant to live up to the hype? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys would like to support us, remember, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and more. If for just a little bit more, you also get live stage, variety show, drama club, reality show reactions. So you want to check that out, head on over to Patreon. However, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you don't want to or you can't, you don't have to. An easy way to support us and for free is to hit like down below. I know every YouTuber says it. I know it's the tried, sound that you've heard of, like hit like, smash the like button, whatever. But everybody says it for a reason, because it works. It helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm, because you are telling YouTube, hey, we like this video and we think other people should see it and we want to see more of it. So go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment letting me know what you think of this video. If you're new, go ahead and click subscribe. Be notified when we upload a new video by hitting that notification bell. And go ahead and check out all our other videos over here.